morning, everyone. Let's take a minute and look at some trade ideas. Wanted to first point out that Revlon REV is up in pre-market. The chart looks really good. The Reliance Industries is considering buying the company out. As of right now, Revlon is being delisted, so be careful with it, but I do believe they may try to squeeze it. So this is AMC. Crude's pulling back. 2 days now under the 9, in between the 20. Put the call ratio, we turn back, heading back into the bearish zone. 124, getting hot there. This is the McLaren oscillator for the NASDAQ, and it is heading back to the bearish oversold zone. It is oversold. This is the New York Stock Exchange. It is very, very hot oversold. So our indicators are looking like a bounce. This is the US dollar. Very big reversal. We said yesterday that there's a good chance we would pull back.
Up 32.25. The Dow futures up 216. NASDAQ is up 119. Crude up 99 cents at 116.24. Gold down $1.50 at 1848.40. Bitcoin futures up 80 at 20,870.
That is a market update at 6:19 a.m. in the morning. So we said yesterday, the way the chart looked, we formed this cup. We would probably pull back and put a handle in. We didn't realize we would pull back that much. That should give the market some relief. The VIX pushed up again yesterday, heading back almost to that 35 area. Apple, red day. Some of these charts are suffering. Avi, we've been bearish on this. This actually did try to push up a little bit yesterday. It's exactly what we called for, push off that support, heading back up possibly to this resistance area here. At this point, it needs to put in a lower high for the next leg down. AMD, it's pretty bearish looking. There's a candle pattern called the called the falling 3. Well, this is resembling what I actually call a falling 2. Just looks fairly bearish here. Getting a little to the oversold range. Look how far we are away from the 9. Would expect a oversold bounce here soon, but totally expecting another leg down. Affirm did exactly what we thought it was going to do, pushing up. I thought it would actually touch this resistance level. It didn't even quite touch it before it continued to push down. So this is like a small little flag here, flagging into, it's not a textbook flag or anything, but it's flagging into resistance and then taking its next leg down. So exactly what we would expect out of it. You can see Affirm here opened up and sold it open. Tried to recover most of it, but never even took back the opening candle. Just a sign of weakness. AMC opened up, pulled way back, put in a little flag here, retested this what was support, and now at this time was resistance level. Pulled back again and tried to recover some of it, couldn't even retest it, and just pulled back right on, come all the way down to support here. So for today, the thing to look for today with these is you want to take out your pre-market high to be bullish. To be bearish, you can trade it. I would like to be at least below this level. Obviously, being below the daily low would be a safe area. For me, I would have to be right now because you have so far to go and you have room to trade. Look to be below this level right here. AMD. So you can see it pre-market yesterday, we gapped down, just chopped around a little bit, but at market open, it just ripped down. This was actually weaker than the market. Not getting a lot of love right now. I mean, it is up back above the 50. You can see where it gapped up, but some other things here seem to be a little stronger in pre-market. Amazon heading right back to the support. So we had this triple bottom here. It tried to push and come right back to the support for the fourth time. This is Apple. See, we gapped down yesterday at market open. We pulled back. The range was pretty tight on this. Tried to hold in fairly well, considering. Did pull back at market open. You see that volume coming into it. Was able to recover a little bit of it this morning. So right now you're right at a resistance level. So it's pretty simple to trade this morning. You want to be above this resistance level right here. Let's see, the 131.54-ish area. You would want to be above that. To trade it to the downside, you would want to be below your 50 and your 200 on your 15. And watch yesterday's low for support. Boeing, another decent day out of Boeing. It wasn't a big candle, but 3 days in a row, it's tried to push on. It actually released some. I believe it was delivery numbers or new order numbers. Released some numbers and has been trying to push on it ever since. You can see it chopped around. It did gap down at market open yesterday. It gapped down in pre-market yesterday. At market open, it tried to push, ended up pulling back and tried to push again. This was stronger than a lot of other stuff in the market, was showing relative strength. Cleveland Cliff, very choppy here yesterday morning. Did gap down, but no volume into it. And you can see we opened up, pulled back, tried to recover, pulled back again. Trading pretty flat in the pre-market. We are still outside of the Bollinger Bands here, so Cleveland does need to push up a little bit to get back inside of those Bollinger Bands. Got a lot of gaps to fill here to the downside. Not getting much love in pre-market. CVX, we said yesterday the oil companies that we could start looking for shorts on them, that they looked very bearish. Unfortunately, because I am bullish overall on the oil companies and crude, I still think crude has some more into it. But the market just simply, you have no place to hide. And that's one thing we did point out yesterday morning was it was time to go into these oil companies and start playing shorts on them. You can see right at market open, we ripped down, flagged right into the 200 right there, chopped right into that 200 and dropped again. ExxonMobil, at market open, we pulled back, come back, retested this support, which is now resistant. So it chopped on this resistance, pull back from it, come back right to that resistance again. So that would have been the area yesterday to look to take trades. If we get above it, you look to enter. Can't hold it, like right here, you look for shorts. And I know some members who hit some plays yesterday on some put plays. GME, just chopping around. You can see we pulled back at market open, held the support for a while, tried to push up, retested the area that it entered the market. It retested the opening candle and then ripped down. Come back, retested the support, which is now resistance, ripped down. Looks like it did take it out. Did try to push a little bit in the pre-market. Trading pretty flat right now. QQQ, just bearish. It is inside the Bollinger Bands, but it's been pulling way back. See, yesterday morning we gapped down, put in a new low. So 269.95 is your new low on the Qs. That's what we watch for to be bearish on the market. TLT, the bonds. You can see IWM pulled way back here below support. This was the target area from the bear flag. We were looking for the bottom of the base here. Tried to push up. I actually thought we were going to push a little harder than this, but snatched down below this support, which is now resistance, put in a new low. So 163.90, new 52-week low for the IWM. I'm sorry, 163.37. This looks like the new low. Looks like it may have been a little lower than that. Can't quite get always get the lower candle. You got to get the lowest red candle. MRO, pull back at market open, energy name. We were, yesterday we said watch them for shorts. Facebook, this is at a very tricky area where right back got this wedge here, this falling wedge right here. Even though falling wedge is usually bullish, we're not bullish. Testing this support level here. Could get a bounce off of that, or we could, sink below it. We sink below it. We're going to be looking for much more downside if we get below that level. You can see we chopped, gap down yesterday, chopped around in pre-market and sold right down to, looks like we put in 159.77, which is a new 52-week low, I do believe. And let's go back. Yeah, it is a new 52-week low. Traded pretty flat, after it pulled back. The market didn't have much range. A lot of this stuff was just trading with the market. Microsoft, we got below the support level here, come back, retested it Wednesday, pulled back yesterday. MRO's daily, breaking below support. Oxy, just a big pullback. To me, Oxy looked the weakest on the daily yesterday. It made a nice pullback, but you can see this little pattern here, like an evening star with a spin top doji candle. Just a, it's a bearish pattern, and we were pretty sure it was going to pull back. You got Palantir here. Overall, we're still bearish on Palantir. Got this rising wedge, which is a bearish. It's a bearish continuation pattern. You were in a downtrend, put a rising wedge in, continuation to the downside. Right now, we got this little base here. You can see 764, 767 below that, and we are bearish. You can see Palantir here at market open, pull back, never even come back for the opening candle. SoFi, same setup, pull back, never even come for the opening candle. Look for yesterday's low to go short. Look to take out that opening candle to be long. SPY, just ugly action here, still outside of the Bollinger Bands. We are up this morning, so just a little, maybe we can push today to try to get back, at least get back inside the Bollinger Bands to where it makes sense to be pulling back like it is. Yesterday, we talked about this yesterday. We never even talked about, or we never even looked or took out the opening candle. Big volume coming in right here at the end of the day. We did put in a new low yesterday. A new multi-week low. 364.08 was the new 52-week low that we put in on the SPY. It's exactly what we were looking for. There's a zone between 163 and 164, and that's exactly what we were looking for. Tesla, this has pulled back. Probably 620 would be a level to look for there. So you can see yesterday at the opening, at market open, we snatched back and just pulled down all day. Very nice downtrend, very tradable downtrend to the downside. UNG, this pushed in pre-market and sold off yesterday. Upstart, we had this double top. This is trying to flag into the 9. Didn't even quite make it to the 9. Started pulling back again. Candles are tight there. I mean, this thing has been really tight. It's almost like they don't want it to go down. They don't want it to go up. Very tight price action there. There's the 15. You can see 2 days how tight the price action was. Yesterday it did get a little more range, but not a lot. Wells Fargo banks are very weak right now. You can see it did, at market open, you can see pre-market super choppy, no volume. Market open pulled back. This one did come back and take out the opening candle. Tried to push up in pre-market or after hours into pre-market. That 200 is resistance. We can't take that 200 out. We're looking for bearish on the market. ExxonMobil still above the 50 here. It's on the 50 now for support. Zim put in this little, it's like a little cup yesterday. Just nothing pretty here. We opened up yesterday and during market hours we could not take back yesterday's high. Looks like it's took yesterday's high now. It's tested yesterday's high now. So if we can stay above that area, we may want to turn bullish today. Watch this level right here for your next area of resistance. Got that gap to fill. And there's Zim on a daily chart. We are below the 200 here on the daily. That was acting as support. And that concludes the day. I hope to see you in the trading room. Everyone have a good day and stay green.